As we gear up for an electrifying political season, all eyes are on Maharashtra and Jharkhand, where the battle for assembly supremacy is set to unfold. Maharashtra, with its 288 seats, votes in a single phase on the 20th of November, while Jharkhand's 81 seats will see a two-phase election on the 13th and the 20th of November. Both states are poised for a fierce contest between the incumbent alliances and opposition coalitions. We're going to focus on Maharashtra on this program. Let's start by taking a look at the 2019 numbers, the 2019 figures. Remember, the alliance structure, very, very different from what it was this time around. We now have a Mahayuti, and the Mahavikas Aghadi has changed dramatically. So if we take a look at the 2019 sort of situation, starting from 2009, the BJP has seen its tally go up from 2009 to 46 to 122. They dropped down to 105. But let's take a look at the Shiv Sena, which has been a huge factor, will be this time around. But remember, the Shiv Sena that we were talking about over here is the United Shiv Sena. It's now split between the Shinde faction. And 2009, 44, they went up to 63. It's down to 56. So the Shinde and the Thackeray faction, the two different factions supporting the two different alliances. The Congress party has seen a steady decline, 82 to 42. It went up slightly to 44 in 2019. So those were the individual positions of the primary parties. Let me go across to our guests who join us at the stage. Sanjay Nirupam, senior leader, Shiv Sena Shinde; Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP; Dr. Shama Mohammed of the Congress; and Amitabh Tiwari with us as well. Sanjay Nirupam, let me come to you first. There have been internal studies which have actually been done by the Mahavikas Aghadi, which suggest that they are poised to win 165 of 288 seats. How would you respond?
Yeah, it's correct, because you're talking about Mahayuti, na?
Yes.
See, our government has been working for last 2 years, more than 2 years. And the total focus was on the welfare schemes.
I'm not talking about Mahayuti, sir. I'm talking about the MVA. We're talking about the Mahavikas Aghadi, who have said that they're going to win 165 of 288. So that's how would you look at that?
Same internal survey report is with us, which it says that we are going to get between 165 to 175 seats. So I just thought that you are referring my survey or our survey.
So your survey says what?
Our survey says that we are going to get minimum 165 seats.
So it's identical, essentially, both sides. Anyway, carry on, sir.
Anyway, so our government has been completely focusing on the welfare schemes and the developmental programs. Welfare schemes is basically, all the schemes are related to the women welfare scheme, so the farmer welfare scheme, the youth welfare scheme, and in these schemes we are giving lots of support to the segment. Similarly, the development schemes like infrastructure development, majorly in Mumbai, you must have seen this Atal Setu, which is one of the best infra project in our country at this point of time, which was completed by our government and inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister. Then the coastal road is a surprise infra project. Similarly, that Samriddhi Expressway, which connect Nagpur to Mumbai. It's one of the best infra projects. So we are completely focusing on the infrastructure development and the development of the overall Maharashtra state and the welfare. Now, on this basis, we are going to repeat. We are going to come back to power.
Okay, Dr. Shama Mohammed, it's interesting that Sanjay Nirupam seems to have the same numbers which your alliance has projected, approximately 165 seats. He says they're absolutely certain. How would you respond to that?
You know, I was listening to Sanjay Nirupam ji. He was talking about women, he was talking about welfare, and he was talking about infrastructure. Now, you are the one, let's understand Maharashtra is the most industrialized state. The Bharatiya Janata Party, or Shiv Sena, Shinde is with them, is that Viksit Bharat. They talk about Amrit Kal. And they had Beti Bachao, they have Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. In those times, they are giving saris to women, utensils to women. They're giving construction worker kits. They are giving, free tolls, everything possible. And they're also those farmers who have got issues, they are helping them out at this point of time by giving them money into their banks. Now, my question today is, if your governance was so good, why go into what Prime Minister Modi used to say at one point of time, revedies? That's what he said. Now it does not become revedies. The thing which I really noticed was to give madrasa teachers a hike. Now just imagine, Vishnu, if the Congress party did it, it's called appeasement. Now what I see in their party is that there is a very important strategy meeting. Ajit Pawar goes out of the strategy meeting to get in some actor into his party. Now, I fail to understand why the rest of them was not accompanying Ajit Pawar, or Ajit Pawar keeps it separate. That means there is a problem of cohesion inside the party. Then you had the Jan Sammelan Yatra of Ajit Pawar literally 2 months ago, in which in every poster, he is the chief minister of Maharashtra.
Right, so differences within the alliance. Right? That's what you're saying.
Of course, there's a huge issue, and whatever welfare schemes they're going to do, they are not winning this election because people are very, very upset about multiple things, including employment. The youth are upset with employment.
Hold that thought. You've made lots of points.
Law and order.
Got it. So, you've spoken about SOPs, you've spoken about employment, and you've spoken about differences within the coalition. Pradeep Bhandari, on the leadership issue, does Ajit Pawar represent a challenge to the BJP? Because that's what the Congress alleges.
Well, Vishnu, good evening to the viewers of NDTV. We are absolutely united, and you should not take the Congress party seriously. I remember Shama Mohammed, in fact, on your show, saying that the Congress party will sweep. I think there's an echo on the voice.
We'll just have that fixed.
Corrected. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you remember that during the time of Haryana elections, the Congress spokespersons were speaking about the Bharatiya Janata Party getting 10 to 15 seats, and if the BJP will get more than 10 seats, they will change their name. It was Supriya Shinde. Very confident. Now, the strategy of the Congress party is very clear, which is there in the tweet of Shama Mohammed. And allow me to read that tweet, which is on October 9, 2024, 11:16 a.m. Shama Mohammed concludes that at the end of the day in Haryana, let's admit the only party stands with the Congress party is the Muslim community. So the Shama Mohammed only is doing blatant appeasement, and her party does pure appeasement. The Bharatiya Janata Party focuses on
who is giving the madrasa
and that's what
teachers?
NDA does in the leadership of Eknath. See, can I answer that, Vishnu? See, I was not interrupting her. Why is she getting so rattled? I will answer each question.
No, Pradeep, go ahead. Shama, I'll come to you next.
Vishnu, can I please answer? Yes. So we focus on Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and in Maharashtra under the leadership of Eknath Shinde ji, Devendra Fadnavis ji, Ajit Pawar. There are three principles to what we say. A is that we believe in welfare. That's where we got the Ladki Behna Yojana, where we are providing 1,500 rupees every month to more than 2 crore women of Maharashtra. Point number one. Along with that, we also believe in infrastructure development. That is where our spend on infrastructure is much more before what was of the time of Mahavikas Aghadi, whose focus was on running a 100 crore Vasuli racket, where their home minister had gone to jail for a year, and along with that, they used to plant bombs outside the residences of chief minister. So there is a huge contrast between the approach of the two alliances. Along with that, Mrs. Shama Mohammed was speaking about differences in alliance. I asked her, can she openly declare Mr. Uddhav Thackeray as the nominee, chief ministerial nominee of the alliance? If they do so, I will believe that they are united.
Okay, let's get an answer to these 3 points. Pradeep, 1 second.
If I'm not
Shama, go ahead.
speaking about that.
No.
Yes.
Pradeep said a couple of points. He talked about certain thing called appeasement. Now, they are the ones who are giving madrasa teachers hike. Is that not appeasement? If I'm not asking Pradeep Bhandari, is that not appeasement of Muslims?
No, it is not.
Let me finish.
It is not. We are giving to D.Ed and B.Ed teachers. We are not giving to Maulvis. There is a difference. There is a difference, Dr. Mohammed.
Pradeep,
There
let's
is a
not
difference. We
fight.
are giving to teachers who have degrees, not to Maulvis.
No, let her answer. Let her answer.
No, I interrupted her once because she interrupted her once.
But now
She
you're
interrupted me
constantly
once.
interrupting
Yes,
Pradeep. Wait, let her answer.
Yeah, so that is called, according to him, that is not called appeasement. Now, he keeps on saying about, pronounce Uddhav Thackeray. And we don't have differences. It is your party, it is your Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde saying, we cannot sit next to Ajit Pawar. I feel like puking. One of the MLAs said that. Nobody said that inside our party. It is your Bharatiya Janata Party saying that, we don't care if Ajit Pawar leaves us or not. It is not in our party. We don't have issues. We will decide who will be the chief ministerial candidate. But my question today to you is, the Prime Minister of India always says Revdi, Revdi, Revdi. Now, you started this Ladli Behna scheme 4 months back. That is why the Election Commission wanted the dates not with Haryana, but later on, so that this scheme settle in, and then you can have benefits out of it. My question today to you is that if you have done so much of development, Amrit Kal is there, the industrialized state of India is Maharashtra. Why are you going for these freebies? Why don't you give them employment? Where is the employment? The Dalits are upset with you. The SCs are upset with you because you have taken away the forest rights.
Shama, okay, all right. Pradeep, you've got a minute 20 seconds to answer that. Then I'm going to go across to Amitabh, who's been waiting very patiently. Go ahead.
What is freebie culture is when the UPA used to be in power and it left our country as a fragile 5 economy. That is what the freebie culture is. Freebie culture is when the Congress party in Karnataka promises the Dalits of giving scheme and then they do Valmiki scam. That is what freebie culture is. Freebie culture is when in Himachal Pradesh the Congress party is not able to give salaries to their chief minister, to their chief secretary and their MLAs. That is what freebie culture is. We give welfare. Along with that, we ensure that Maharashtra's economy is thriving. 42% with Maharashtra, and the total quantity of budget of Maharashtra is 10x of what it was at the time of Mahavikas Aghadi. So, Dr. Mohammed, please understand the basics of it. On the part of providing salaries to the madrasa teachers, we are not doing it to Maulvis, Dr. Mohammed. We are doing to B.Ed and E.Ed teachers. Today, you are against the Muslim community also. It is shocking that Shama Mohammed today is speaking against the Muslim community. Till yesterday, after the Haryana election, she was speaking for the Muslim community. This is where issue is. Congress party is anti-people. Again, I say, we are very, very clear that we are running our government under the leadership of Eknath Shinde ji, Devendra Fadnavis ji and Ajit Dada Patil. Uddhav Thackeray's party wants Uddhav Thackeray to be declared as the chief ministerial candidate. Dr. Shama Mohammed could not even commit to that. Mark my words, Vishnu, I said this during the time of Haryana elections. The Mahavikas Aghadi is a Mahavinash Aghadi which will implode from within. It will be a Bharatiya Janata Party led government.
Okay, they say that about your formation. All right, okay, both of you hold on. Both of you hold on. Now, Amitabh Tiwari, why don't you come in over here? After the results in the Haryana election, many suggest that there is a new sort of ignition within the BJP, which was missing earlier on. It's been revitalized in a sense, and the momentum, at least in terms of rhetoric which the opposition seemed to have had, that's been stopped. Do you believe there's a certain momentum which is built up as a result of Haryana within the BJP and its allies?
See, the base of the election has moved from 2019 to 2024 Lok Sabha election. So in that election, the MVA was leading in 153 seats and the Mahayuti in 126. So now, after the victory in Haryana, of course, it gives momentum to the Mahayuti. It improves the morale and confidence of the cadre who had perhaps thought that Mahayuti is on the back foot in the Vidhan Sabha elections. The party has, or the alliance has also done some course correction. It has announced a Ladki Behna Yojana for women. It has granted a constitutional status to SC Commission. It has improved or increased the OBC creamy layer. And it has also recently waived the toll for entry into Mumbai. So it has taken some corrective action, realizing that the party was on a sticky wicket. Now, Maharashtra is a very complex state because it has 5 to 6 regions. Different regions have different narratives. So what the Haryana election tells us is that one pan-statewide narrative does not work. If you see, the vote shares in Haryana are equal for both BJP and Congress, but different regions have different stories. So here also different regions will have different stories. Vidarbha, it will be largely Congress versus BJP. Western Maharashtra, largely a battle of legacy between the Pawars, Ajit and Sharad Pawar. Mumbai, Thane, Konkan, a battle of legacy between the Thackeray and Shinde faction. And Marathwada, again largely between Congress and BJP, Shiv Sena. In terms of giving a signal to the neutral voter, see, neutral voter could be impacted by this. That the narrative or the perception that the BJP was on the back foot. But now with BJP winning a difficult state where it was predicted to lose, the neutral voter also thinks that, oh, all is not lost, the party is in contention. So it sends a message to neutral voter, the cadre, and also consolidates perhaps the core support base of Mahayuti.
You know, Amitabh, what might be interesting is to look at the shift of power in states over the last several assembly elections. So let's have that graphic up and just take a look at the balance of power, as it were, between the BJP and primarily the Congress, but obviously there are other opposition parties as well. So if we have that up, let's take a look firstly at Karnataka, which went from the BJP to the Congress party. Basavaraj Bommai to Siddaramaiah, as you can see on your screen. Chhattisgarh went from Congress to the BJP, Bhupesh Baghel to Vishnu Deo Sai. Rajasthan has gone from the Congress to the BJP, Ashok Gehlot to the new Chief Minister Bhajan Lal Sharma. Andhra Pradesh has gone from Jagan Mohan Reddy of the YSRCP to Chandrababu Naidu of the TDP. Orissa has gone from the Biju Janata Dal, Biju Patnaik, to the BJP quite resoundingly. From Biju Patnaik to Mohan Charan Manji. Telangana has gone from the BRS to the Congress party. K. Chandrasekhar Rao to Revant Reddy presently. On what basis can the Congress or opposition leaders actually say that the momentum is with them? If you look at the performance of the BJP, they've been quite strong in several states. Amitabh?
Essentially, if you see the map of the population and the land which the BJP or the NDA has under control, currently it's one of the highest in their 10 to 11 year term. See, what happens is, what is the difference between the BJP and the Congress party? If you see, even in 2023 state elections, the Congress was ahead in terms of narrative perception that it is winning. But somehow the Congress gets into this feeling that it is ahead, it is winning. Whereas the BJP in state elections 2023 and in Haryana, after a setback in Lok Sabha elections, made some course correction and did tighten the nuts and bolts of the organization, improving its relationship with the RSS as well. So it's all about momentum. We should not overanalyze an election also, but it's going to be a very seat by seat, highly localized election here.